even a beard. The beard, it represents masculinity. Men are supposed to have beards. We're not supposed to bald our heads. We're not supposed to eat pork. But you know what? This society is so filthy that you can't help but sin. That's why the Most High is going to destroy it and burn this place with fire. Because it's filthy. It's a plague. America's finished. It's all over your news. Enjoy yourself today, because there will be no tomorrow.
I got one thing to say to you. I don't know. Y'all will burn with the rest of us.
You're right.
But we're
gonna, you know what? Hey, you're right.
Burn and watch His glory.
You're right about that.
So keep walking.
Hey, he's right about that. Let's get on right here. Hey, that's right. 2/3 of so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians are going to burn. Right here with the white man, the Chinese man. See? Uncle Tom. See, the Uncle Tom gets a little job. He gets a job, gets a paycheck. He's fine with that. He don't care about his slavery, just as long as my steak tastes good.
Right. As long as it's bloody.
Right. Just as long as I can sit next to you, Mr. White Man. See, that's how destroyed our people are. From the men, senior age men. Women are all out of order here.
Hey, get her shirt.
It literally said out of order.
Out of order on it.
Honor or order.
See, and that's the spirit.
What's the spirit?
The Holy Spirit. We don't need your permission.
From you.
You're a woman.
Keep walking.
Hey, that's funny though, man. She came by with the shirt that had a heart on it and said out of order.
You know what? None of this shit is funny. I'm tired of that. This ain't funny. Y'all think this is a joke? We come out here every fucking weekend and tell you about the coming destruction of America and this world. No, I'm getting real though. Because you guys just walk idly by when your days are numbered.
See, it's not for nobody.
And it's not for everybody. I can tell you till my lungs turn fucking shrivel.
Let me get a script up. Let me get a script real quick.
But it's all fun and games until the fun stops.
Here it is. This is Psalms 149, verse 1. Praise ye Yahweh, sing unto Yahweh the new song, and his praise in the congregation of saints. Let Israel rejoice in him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king. And that's what, you know what? It is a sick time right now. But you know why we still have peace and joy? Because we know what's coming. We know what's coming. Salvation for the children of Israel. Let them praise his name. And his name just ain't dealing with just his name, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushua, his son, but it's also in the gathering of these scriptures. Let them praise his name in the dance. Let them sing praises unto him with the timbrel and harp. For Yahweh taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. And see, right now we might be in hell and in a weak state, but soon we're going to be justified. We're going to be cleansed. We're going to be made right. Verse 5. And that's through Yahushua.
Or through nuclear fire.
Right. The baptism either of the Holy Spirit or the fire. Verse 5. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye Yahweh.
That's what we're doing. This Bible is condemning the elites. They are shook. They were waiting for the day the Lord's men were going to come out and start preaching this truth, because that's their sign. Just like we have our signs of the end times, they have their signs. And one of them is us Israelite men who come in this truth in all sincerity, preaching the 100% doctrine, are going to come out and prophesy about their downfall. Because the rain didn't start until Noah started prophesying.
Right.
And it really didn't start until he finished prophesying.
And you know what? Well, you know what the building of the ark is today? Right?
The house of David.
Right. But it's the preparation. See, as you watch these videos, your faith grows. As you read the scriptures, you see them, the prophecies that come to pass on a normal basis, your faith grows.
Or you see scoffers.
And that's why it throws people off, because sometimes it ain't steady all the time. The Lord don't move at your speed. He moves at his own. That's why the whole word enduring means. It's going through a suffering, but waiting till it's over.
And then read it all the time. This is the patience. Like that word seems to be like lost in translation. Patience is suffering. There's a reason why when you go to a hospital, you're called a patient. Because you're not there for good ailment. You're there because you're sick. You're ailing. But they make you wait. So you have to have patience. You have to suffer.
And the patience is that we're going to get our hand and our chance to be an elect. And the elect of Israel, they're going to carry out judgment on you heathens. There ain't going to be no power you have to stop from either. Your tanks, your guns, your governments, your prayers, nothing will save you from the hand of Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai.
That's right!
This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 12. Let us swallow them up alive as the grave, and whole as those that go down into the pit. And the pit is a system. Right now, in this system, our souls are swallowed up. And that's why these women are out of order. Because their souls are swallowed up by lust, by fornication, by adultery, disobedience to parents. Like those young women, it just didn't happen overnight. Them little women were disobedient little bastard children that grew up to be women that are not even women. They're whores.
Yeah, because woman means servant.
Right.
Those are no servants.
No, but they'll come up to the Most High's house and disrespect it, literally piss on it. You know?
She said it herself. That's not my heritage.
Right.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You can be a black girl. You be a void of knowledge girl.
Right.
I'll see you on the other side.
Verse 13. And that's what's going to happen to when we get our road. We're going to put you in a pit. You're going to become in a system of slavery. When we get our hand to rule, which is not a chance, it is not a might, it is a must that we come to power. The earth sits crooked because we're not in power. Everything is out of order because we're not in power. And why are we not in power? Because we have forgotten and forsaken our power. And our power is in this Bible. This is the power of the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American Indian. And if you have a zeal in your heart for the Most High, you possibly could be, even if you look like another nation. I'm going to go a little more up. Verse 13. We shall find all precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoil. Because when we put you in slavery, just like you put us in slavery, we're going to make you dig. No water. No shade. No breaks. The only day you're going to get off is the Sabbath day. And that day, if you remember the movie I Am Legend, when them dogs are waiting for the sun to come down, that's what we will be. All the brothers will be just raging, foaming at the mouth to get after these Edomites.
So we won't be able to discuss it. It's going to be righteousness.
But you know what I'm saying? It's going to be joy. We're going to be anxious waiting for the sun to come down. Let me keep going a little bit. Verse 14. I heard actually Alden Gabar say that actually. Yeah. Man, that's what I got it. Yeah. And it's beautiful because it's actually putting the movie exactly like that.
Yeah.
Waiting for that sun to come down. Verse 14. Cast in thy lot among us. Let us all have one purse. My son, walk not thou in the way with them. Refrain thy foot from their path. And that's not just talking about the church, but also this government. You're not supposed to put your lot in this government.
And even the 2/3.
Right.
We got all these marches and stuff going on.
Right, you think the society owes you something. This society doesn't owe you nothing. This was death to you. They raped, robbed, and murdered this land. How does it have a place for a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American Indian? Verse 16. For their feet, and that's also with the religions. When they came over here to take this land, they came with Christianity. Christianity is nothing but a slave religion. Verse 16, for their feet run to evil and make haste to shed blood. That's America. Evil is bad times. Everywhere America goes, all it does is rape, rob, murder. It just leaves destruction. It leaves hell in its path.
Really, any Edomite nation.
Right. Verse 17, surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird. And that's what's happening now. We know what's coming. Martial law is coming. That RFID chip is coming.
It's here.
It's going to be upon you, and you're just going to be taken back. Most of you are probably going to kill yourselves because you ain't even going to be able to cope with it. Verse 18, and they lay wait for their own blood. They lurk privately for their own lives. And you Edomites, you think you're slick. You got your preps, you got your food, you got it all stored up, you got your insurance paid, you got your guns, you got your bullets. Well, guess what? That won't save you. Because the power that's coming to meet you, he will not meet you like a man. He's going to come with fire. And he's going to burn you. Because America is filled with filth. Just like these statues that represent rape, murder, and robbery.
And then such is the pride of a man who's going to fight the creator of his weapons.
God.
Proverbs chapter 1, verse 19. So are the ways of everyone that is greedy of gain.
Greedy of gain. And you know what? Esau was greedy of gain when he came to this land, or like any land he comes to destroy it. And that's greedy of gain. He don't just take a little piece for himself. In fact, that's how he gets into these countries. He says, oh, we travel, you know, merchandise all over the world. We need to put a station here for our men to be able to rest, refuel, and get on their way. Well, once you let them in, that's it. You can't get them out. Just like South Africa right now. They're trying to kill the Edomites in South Africa right now. Because you cannot get them out. They're cancer.
Yeah, because how the fuck... it's like someone coming to my house. I said, hey, I got a diamond mine in the backyard. It's mine. It's my family's. I've had it in my family for generations. Next night, I see them mining in it. I tell them to leave. They kill me. My sons come up. They have them work in the diamond mine saying they've owned it their entire lives. That's Esau. Esau is a stealer. Esau will literally come up, like the brother said, come to your house, take your gun that you bought, point it at you, so that he bought it, and I'm going to blast you with my gun, and believe every word he says. And then if you want to stay alive, you got to pay him a fee.
And you know what? Like we've been saying all this time, these sirens, these are a spiritual thing. They're telling you it's urgent. It's time of rest. You know why? Because we're right in the middle of downtown Denver. There is nothing but libraries, banks, office buildings. There are not homes where you're going to have kids setting fires. Where are all these sirens running off to? No, it's a spiritual thing. You know why? Because people don't believe that this is coming. And those ambulances, those fire trucks,
there ain't enough of them.
They're going to be burning. They ain't going to be chasing after you to save you.
So they're going to be using those to save themselves.
Right.
Which taketh away the life of the owners thereof. Which taketh away the life of the owners thereof.
The owners thereof. They take away the lives of the owners. And that's what you did. When your grandparents, your great-grandparents, your great-great-grandparents came, you came to steal. And you knew you were going to have to kill. So when you came with the intention of murder. But when you killed us, you didn't just kill us, you tortured us. You raped our wives. You made men have sex with their own mothers. That's where you get the word motherfucker from. In Virginia, where they used to make them breed, they used to put potato sacks over your head and make a son and a mama breed amongst each other. That's where you get the name motherfucker. See? But we don't have no understanding of that. We know how to use the word motherfucker, but we don't have no understanding of where these words came from. That's darkness. It's like walking in your house, you have no lights on, you're going to get hurt. But
that's it. Wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets.
See, and this is wisdom right here. All the things that you're doing is folly. This is wisdom. We're going by the instructions of the Creator. He's going to tell us how to survive. You might have food stored up. You might have water stored up. You might have guns and bullets. But that will not save you in that day of trouble. Because the Most High, He has a plan that's already been pre-written. You cannot avoid this. And the wisdom is the judgment of how it's going to be played out, because this is the script right here. This is actually the script of how everything's going to play out, like a movie. This is the written script of this movie. But at the end of this movie, it's going to be blood and slaughter.
This is literally the Simpsons episode where they drew the Patriots Falcons Super Bowl, and they drew the score. They drew when they scored, how much they scored, at what time. This is that. They told you what was going to happen before it happened, basically.
The Most High did.
The Most High is telling you what's going to happen before it happens.
And that's what they say. They always come up and they say, when's it going to happen? But they don't have the script. They don't have the understanding. They're not in the playbook.
It's because they want to be in the world till that last brink. They want to gamble that
hard.
hard.
That's like even in carnal football. You know, like a physical game. You study, you practice, you train, so that you could be ready for the opportunity when it's at hand. You know what I'm saying? You don't just sit on the bench all year and then just wait for it and then, I'm ready.
Or like the Rocky movies.
You know, you prepare.
The Rocky Balboa movies.
Because you don't train the same for every situation. There's going to be, and that's how you compare to football. There's different situations throughout Jacob's trouble. Famine, pestilence, plagues. You got to train for each one of those like a different
game. And those pestilence, they're going to be, you're going to have pests physically and spiritually.
Yeah, demons.
Because the Most High is going to put demons on your mind.
Heavy ones.
Right. Just like this guy that walked up talking about how he's tormented by that. Because I know I used to believe in that shit. And it used to torment me that I thought one day that I was going to burn in a hell. Then I was even more pissed when I found out that was not true.
Because you're already in hell.
Yeah. Because you're being tormented by demons right now. That's what these heathens are. These heathens are tormenting demons on us. They just torment us.
Because that word demon goes back to evil spirit.
Have you ever Revelation 18?
Or you want to get this hold the Jeremiah 2?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you got that? Let's go ahead and bring that. Drop that. Go ahead and bring that up.
Started one. And this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came to me, saying.
So, he's saying, this man said that the word of the Lord came to him. Well, that's what's up here, are men. That's what's up here, are men. And we're telling you the understanding of the reputation of the Most High and His Son has came to us. Go ahead.
Go and cry in the ears of Jerusalem.
So, we're not out here for everybody. We're not out here for black people. We're not out here for brown people, yellow people, fast people, fat people, skinny people. We're not out here, but only for the elect. Go ahead, huh?
Saying, thus saith the Most High, I remember thee.
Right. So, the elect are the selected that the Most High chose to remember. And it's going to be the 144,000 and the 1/3. The rest of you are going to be put to death. And this is what your Bible says. The Bible that sits on your nightstand, the Bible that sits in your booths in your churches, it tells you this. It's just you don't read it. Go ahead, huh?
The kindness of thy youth, the love of thine espousals, when thou wentest after me in the wilderness, in a land that was not sown.
Right. It's hard to take over a new land.